Under the relentless sun, a wide shot captures the heart of a rural African village, where life unfolds in stark contrasts. The air vibrates with the carefree laughter of children, their joy a poignant backdrop to Tobi's solitude. Barefoot and alone, Tobi clutches a simple wooden stick, his small figure moving away from the sounds of merriment. He continues his solitary journey, an isolated figure amidst the vibrant life of the village. A village teems with life. Voices rise and fall in joyful chaos, and children's laughter echoes through the streets. Yet, amidst this vibrant scene, Tobi stands alone, a shadow of sorrow in his eyes. Voiceover. In a village full of voices, one boy remained silent. Voiceover. His name was Tobi. Voiceover. And he hadn't spoken a word since the day his sister vanished. In a flashback, young Tobi and Ada race through sun-drenched fields, their laughter echoing. Ada's radiant smile lights up the field as she matches Tobi's pace. The golden sunlight bathes them as they run, their joy unbounded. Ada pauses, holding out a bracelet made of thread. Tobi stops running, his eyes widening as Ada presents the thread bracelet. A simple thread becomes a symbol of their innocent bond. An empty room bathed in sunlight, silent and still. A voice echoes. She said she'd come back for him. She promised. The words hang in the air, heavy with unspoken meaning. But promises are fragile things. The voice carries a note of resignation, like thread in the rain. The image fades with the fading light. Beneath the canopy of a large tree, sunlight dances through the leaves, casting a mosaic of light upon the earth. Tobi sits peacefully, legs crossed, lost in the meticulous craft of carving an instrument from wood and string. With focused precision, Tobi shapes the instrument, his hands moving with practiced grace. He plucks the strings softly, testing the instrument's nascent form, coaxing forth a delicate melody. The haunting melody drifts through the air, a testament to Tobi's skill and the instrument's emerging voice. The music weaves through the dappled sunlight and rustling leaves, creating a moment of serene beauty. In a space veiled in gentle light, a figure stands enshrouded in mystery, their face an unreadable mask. An unspoken energy pulses from the silent figure, vibrating through the very air. A voice echoes, painting a portrait of inner turmoil. He couldn't speak, but inside him, music spoke louder than words. The figure remains still, a vessel of unheard melodies and unspoken stories. In the heart of the village square, Tobi sits serenely on a weathered stone bench, his nimble fingers weaving magic on his instrument. Children gather, their laughter filling the air, a stark contrast to the indifference of passing adults. A teacher, stern-faced and resolute, approaches Tobi, casting a shadow over the joyous scene. The teacher's voice cuts through the music. "You need to leave, now." Dust motes swirl in a lone beam of light, illuminating a forgotten corner. Scattered on the worn wooden floor, broken toys lie in silent disarray. A single teddy bear, missing an eye, sits slumped against a chipped rocking horse. A child's building blocks are scattered, forming no coherent structure. A voice echoes in the empty space. To them, he was just a mute boy with broken toys. In the heart of the alleyway, Mama Nkechi approaches Tobi, her movements imbued with gentle care. She carefully places a plate of food beside Tobi, who is engrossed in his play, oblivious to everything around him. Her tender touch graces Tobi's cheek, a silent expression of her deep affection. Mama Nkechi's warm smile radiates, a beacon of love and reassurance in the stark alleyway. Tobi, lost in his world of play, remains seated, unaware of the quiet act of love unfolding beside him. The plate of food rests silently between them, a symbol of nourishment and unwavering care in their humble setting. In a realm of hushed stillness, a child's silence speaks volumes, filling the air with unspoken stories. The quiet atmosphere deepens, inviting introspection and reflection. A voice whispers from beyond, breaking the silence. But not everyone looked away. Hope flickers as the voice continues. Mama Nkechi saw music in his silence. The child's face shows a glimmer of understanding. The contemplative silence transforms into a symphony of untold potential. Amidst the lively chaos of the market, a tourist watches Tobi, his gaze intense. Tobi is lost in his music, eyes shut tight, unaware of the observer. The tourist captures Tobi's every move, his recording device steady. The market buzzes, a symphony of sounds blending with Tobi's melody. Unseen, Tobi pours his soul into the music, filling the market with his passion. In the stark darkness, a single light flickers, revealing nothing, promising everything. The shadows deepen, hinting at secrets waiting to be unveiled. A voice echoes from the void, carrying the weight of unspoken truths. One day, someone listened. The voice whispers, a beacon of hope in the desolation. Not with their ears, but with their heart, the voice concludes, resonating with empathy. In the bustling internet cafe, a tourist sits immersed, the computer screen illuminating his face. The screen erupts with activity as comments surge in, a digital tidal wave of acclaim. Mute Boy's music stuns the world. The cafe fades into background, and the tourist watches, captivated by the whirlwind of digital approval. In a sterile room, a lone figure sits hunched, the screen's glow reflecting off their weary face. Hope and exhaustion battle within them as they watch a montage of the world's attention. The screen flickers with news clips and viral videos, a testament to a story heard worldwide. A voice echoes, narrating a tale of global awareness and personal longing. The world heard what his village could not. Millions watched, yet for this solitary soul, only one face holds meaning. The voice continues, a poignant reminder. Millions watched, but he still waited for one face. Inside Mama Nkechi's humble hut, a silent exchange unfolds as Mama Nkechi extends a weathered postcard towards Tobi. Tobi accepts the aged postcard, its edges worn and its image faded, a relic whispering tales of times long past. His eyes scan the faded picture on the front of the postcard, contemplating the story it holds. Tobi flips the postcard over, his gaze now intently focused on the message scribbled across its back. Ada's voice breaks the silence, her question hanging in the air. "Is this you?" Tobi pauses, his eyes still fixed on the postcard, considering the question hanging in the air. Darkness engulfs the room, silence amplifying the unknown. From the void, a voice echoes with profound longing. The voice speaks. Fame never mattered. The voice continues. He didn't want the world. The voice concludes. He just wanted his sister to find him. Amidst the bustling train station, Tobi stands frozen, his anxiety palpable as he clutches his bracelet. A silent beacon in the chaos, the screech of the arriving train slices through the air, heralding a moment that could alter everything. A figure emerges from the train, stepping onto the platform. Time seems to slow as their eyes meet across the crowded platform. A silent connection ignites between them, cutting through the noise and anonymity of the station. The world fades away as they find each other in the throng, a moment of recognition amidst the rush of strangers. The air vibrates with unspoken words, years of silence pressing down, and then silence broke. A single tear traces a path down a weathered cheek, the first sign of release, not with words, but with tears, and an embrace 7 years overdue. The figures finally meet, a long-awaited embrace sealing the years of separation. Beneath the old tree, Tobi sits, his fingers dancing over the guitar strings. Ada sits beside him, her soft hum blending seamlessly with the music. The melody swells, filling the air with a profound sense of healing and tranquility. The music flows around them, creating a moment of perfect peace under the ancient tree. A symphony of colors begins, swirling and merging, each hue a whisper of untold emotions. Shapes emerge from the chromatic chaos, hinting at forms just beyond perception. Textures dance in the light, a tactile feast for the eyes, each surface alive with hidden depths. A voice echoes through the abstract space. Some voices aren't heard with ears, they're felt in the soul, and sometimes music finds what words cannot, the voiceover concludes, as the colors intensify, resolving into a harmonious whole. Tobi strides confidently through the village, Ada keeping pace by his side. Villagers' faces light up with warm smiles as Tobi passes by, Ada mirroring his composed demeanor. Smiles ripple across the villagers' faces as Tobi and Ada pass, a silent acknowledgement of respect and kinship. The villagers nod, their smiles broadening as they acknowledge Tobi and Ada's presence. Ada's expression remains serene as she walks alongside Tobi, absorbing the villagers' welcoming smiles. Tobi and Ada continue their walk, the smiles of the villagers following them, painting a picture of unity and harmony. In the dim light of the hut, Ada watches Tobi as he sleeps. Long shadows dance across the small room, enhancing the quiet intimacy. A sense of peace settles over Ada as she studies Tobi's relaxed face. Softly, she reaches out, her fingers drawn to the bracelet on his wrist. With a delicate touch, Ada traces the bracelet's carvings, a silent connection forming. The intricate designs of the bracelet glint softly in the subdued light. Tobi and Ada stroll side by side through the expansive fields, a serene quietude enveloping them. Tobi pauses, raising his instrument, ready to fill the air with melody. The first notes of Tobi's song drift through the air, soft and tender. Ada turns her gaze towards Tobi, her expression gentle and expectant. The melody unfolds, weaving a tapestry of sound that seems to resonate with the fields themselves. The air is thick with unspoken feelings, carried on the wings of Tobi's music. Sunlight floods the village school, where Tobi, a man with a gentle demeanor, is the center of attention among a group of eager children. The tables are cluttered with various materials as Tobi illustrates the art of crafting simple musical instruments. He strums a handmade lute, its melody resonating through the room, enchanting everyone present. Ada, a woman radiating warmth, stands at the doorway, observing Tobi with admiration shining in her eyes. As the sun dips below the horizon, Tobi and Ada stand as darkened figures against the vibrant sky. The village spreads out beneath them, a maze of thatched roofs and winding paths glowing in the fading light. A gentle melody floats through the evening air, carried by the breeze. The music echoes, a soft, persistent whisper of hope and healing. Tobi and Ada remain still, absorbing the peace of the setting sun and the distant music. The fiery sunset casts long shadows, painting the village in hues of orange and purple.